Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to discuss about the topic electromagnetic radiations. So electromagnetic radiation means light contains electric nature and magnetic nature. So any light radiations. So it may be UV light or it may be IR or it may be visible light. So light contain the electric nature and magnetic nature. So that's why we will call them as the electromagnetic radiations. So Maxwell, the scientist Maxwell proposed theory, it is called electromagnetic theory. So according to this electromagnetic theory, any charged particles, if they are under acceleration, so acceleration means changing their velocity, direction of velocity is called acceleration. So when they are charged particles are under acceleration, so means they moves with velocity and they are changing the direction, they produces both electric field and magnetic field around them. So that electric field and magnetic field which are perpendicular to each other. So any charged particle, if it is under acceleration, it produces both electric field and magnetic field around them. So light is also a, so light waves also produces electric and magnetic field. So because they are under acceleration, so light waves also contain both electric component and magnetic component. So they around them they produces electric field and magnetic field due to acceleration, and which are perpendicular to each other. So light waves produces electric field, magnetic field which are perpendicular to each other. So means electric field and magnetic field be perpendicular to each other, and also they are perpendicular to the propagation of light waves. For example, so see like this. So for example, this is x-axis, y-axis and this is z-axis. So if it is propagation of light, so this vertical, so which is perpendicular to the propagation of light, and this is called electric field. So electric field is vertical component, so vertically perpendicular to the propagation of light, and this is horizontal. So this horizontal z-axis, so this is magnetic field, so which is perpendicular to the propagation of light. So this horizontal component is called magnetic field and vertical component is called electric field. So all these three are perpendicular to each other. So for example, if you see this one, so this is vertical component, so this blue line is the vertical component of light waves. So this is called electric field. So electric field is a blue color one, and this black line, if you see, it is the horizontal component. So this horizontal field is called magnetic field or magnetic component of the light waves. So light waves contain both electric field and magnetic field, and they are perpendicular to each other, and also they are perpendicular to the propagation of light. So all these three means propagation of light direction and electric field and magnetic field, all these three are perpendicular to each other. And next point from his theory, unlike sound waves, water waves, magnetic field, electromagnetic waves do not need any medium to propagate. So for sound waves we need one medium, and also for water waves. So if we throw a stone in water, so they will form a waves that are called water waves. Water waves and sound waves also needs the medium. So sound waves pass in the air, so they contain they need some medium to pass. So but electromagnetic waves do not need any medium. So in vacuum also they can pass, so they can move and they can propagate even in the vacuum also. So in means vacuum means shunyam, so they can move and propagate electromagnetic waves can move even in the vacuum. This is the important property of electromagnetic waves. Next, measurable properties of electromagnetic radiation. So what we can measure from electromagnetic radiation? So some measurements are there for electromagnetic radiation. That measurements are, the first one is frequency. So we can measure the frequency of electromagnetic radiation. What is mean by frequency? So if you see this, right? So the frequency is nothing but number of waves passing through a point per second time. So in a 1 second time, so if you see, this is, for example, this is a particular point. So the first one is frequency. Frequency is the number of waves passing through a point. For example, this is a point. So it is a particular point and it is radiation. This is one type of radiation and this is another type of radiation. So which radiation will have more frequency, means which is having more number of waves. So the second one, so this blue radiation, this blue one has the high frequency and this black one has the less frequency, means number of waves passing through a point in a 1 second time. So the units for this frequency is cycles per second. So cycle means, so if you see, so this is called crest, this is called trough. So this is called complete cycle of a wave. So this is called cycle cycle of a wave. So one crest and one trough is called one cycle. So here number of cycles passing through a particular point is higher for this radiation. So here if you see this radiation, this number of, for example, this is, okay, from this point, this is crest and this is trough. So from this point to this point is complete cycle. So if you count these cycles, so which will have more number of cycles passing through a point? So this will have more number of cycles, means it is the higher frequency radiation and it is the lower frequency radiation. So now you understood about frequency, I think. So frequency is measured in cycles per second and also hertz. So and also second inverse, hertz are second inverse. So these are the three units for to measure the frequency. So what is the relation between hertz and cycle? So 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. And here nu is directly proportional to energy. Frequency is directly proportional to energy. So as energy of radiation increases, frequency also increases. From this equation we can write E equal to, E means energy and it is directly proportional to frequency nu, and we can write E equal to h nu. So this is the equation. In Planck theory we will study about this E equal to h nu. So this is about frequency of the electromagnetic radiation. And next, wavelength. So wavelength is another measurable property. Measurable means we can measure. So that property is called measurable property. So the distance between any two successive crests or troughs is called wavelength, lambda. So for example, if you see this wave, so for example, this is the wave. So this is the radiation and this point and this point, this is crest, this is called crest, and this below points are called troughs. So the distance between two successive crests, so this is the distance, right? So this is called wavelength and it is denoted by lambda. So frequency is denoted by nu. So here this is the symbol of frequency, this is called nu, and wavelength is denoted by lambda. So this distance between two crests, successive crests, means Successive means not we should take next crest. So if you take this crest, it is not the wavelength. So you should take the coming crest. The distance between two successive crests is called lambda or successive trows. So this length also called lambda or wavelength. So this is trows, the distance between two successive trows, the distance between two successive crests is called wavelength. So wavelength is denoted by lambda. And units of wavelength. So there are various units are there for wavelength. So the first one is angstrom. Angstrom, 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. So the relation between angstrom and meters is, so the 10 power minus 10 and 10 power minus 8 centimeters. So this is the relation between angstrom and meters and centimeters. And the next units are nanometer. We can measure wavelength in nanometers also. Nanometer is denoted by nm. So nano means 10 power minus 9. So we can convert 1 nanometer into meters as 10 power minus 9 meters, and we can convert meters into centimeters. And next picometers. So we can measure in picometers also. 1 pico means 10 power minus 12 meters. So we can convert it into centimeters, 10 power minus 10 centimeters. So what is the relation between nanometer and angstrom? 1 nanometer equal to 10 angstrom and 10 angstrom equal to 1000 picometers. This is the relation between different units. And 1 angstrom is equal to 100 picometers. 10 angstrom is 1000 picometers. 1 angstrom is 100 picometers. And 1 micron equal to 10 power minus 6 meters. We can measure in microns also. 1 micron is 10 power minus 6 meters. And 1 millimicron is 10 power minus 9 meters. So these are the various units to measure the wavelength. Next, so if you see, so just it is a question, which will have more wavelength? So see A, B, C, D. So these are 4 options. So which will have more wavelength? So what is the wavelength definition? The distance between two successive crests. For example, so this is the wavelength. So this is called wavelength or lambda. For this one, so if you measure these two successive crests, so this is the wavelength. And for this, so if you take this one and this point, so this is wavelength, and this one, this is the wavelength. So which is higher value? The first one is higher value. So what is the relation between, for example, this is lambda 1 and this is lambda 2, lambda 3 and lambda 4. So what is the relation between them? Lambda 1 is greater than, lambda 1 is greater than, lambda 2 is greater than, lambda 3 and is greater than lambda 4. So wavelength is here decreasing. The first one is having high wavelength. And we can relate wavelength and wave frequency by this equation. So if you see, so which is having more wavelength? The first one. But which is having more frequency? So frequency is nothing but number of waves passing through a particular point. For example, this is the particular point. So which are containing more number of waves, more number of cycles? So this one. So means here the relation between frequency of these 4 is nothing but, for example, this is nu 4, this is nu 3, this is nu 2 and nu 1. Frequencies are nu 1, nu 2, nu 3, nu 4. What is the relation between them? Which is having more frequency? This one. Means nu 4 is greater than, nu 3 greater than, nu 2 and greater than nu 1. So means here if you compare lambda and frequency, both are inversely proportional. So we can relate them as nu is inversely proportional to lambda. Nu is inversely proportional to lambda, or we can say nu is directly proportional to 1 by lambda. Okay, this is the equation. From this equation, we can write, if you remove this proportionality, one constant comes c into 1 by lambda. So this is the important equation. So in problems, this equation is very useful. Nu equal to c into 1 by lambda. So here c is nothing but velocity of light, speed of light. 3 into 10 power 10 meters, or 3 into 10 power 8 centimeters. So that is the speed of light or velocity of light. And this lambda, so here if nu is maximum, then lambda will be minimum. If nu is minimum, the lambda will be maximum. So because they are inversely proportional. So here lambda is minimum and nu is maximum. Here lambda is maximum and nu is minimum. So both are inversely related. And if you construct a graph between nu and lambda, so both are inversely proportional, we can get this graph. So because at a higher frequency, the lambda will be lesser value. At lower frequency, the lambda will have more value. So this is the relation between, this is a graph between nu and lambda, frequency and wavelength. So if you take graph between nu and 1 by lambda, both are directly proportional. If you take 1 by lambda value, then we will get the straight line passing through origin. And we can write nu equal to c into 1 by lambda. So this equation, and this is the important equation you have to remember. And from this equation we can calculate nu 1 by nu 2 equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. For example, in problem they are asking about lambda 2. So they will give nu 1, nu 2 and lambda 1 value. We can easily calculate by using this equation. So from this it is inversely proportional. So we should take nu 1 by nu 2 equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. So from this equation we can calculate. And next is wave number. Next measurable property of electromagnetic radiation is wave number. We can calculate wave number of the radiation. So what is mean by wave number? The number of waves present per unit length. For example, this is the unit length. Here, this is the unit length. So how many number of waves are present? So wave means, the complete wave means one crest and one trough. So this is called wave or cycle. So this is a, how many of these waves are present in a unit wavelength for a particular unit length. So that is called, that number is called wave number, and it is denoted by nu bar. The unit of wave number is centimeter inverse or meter inverse. So wave number is the reciprocal of wavelength. So this is also inversely related to the wavelength. So if you observe these waves, 3 waves, so if you calculate wave number, so here I am taking 5 centimeters length. So this is the unit length. Here unit length is 5 centimeters, right? How many number of waves in 5 centimeter length? That is the number, wave number. That is the wave number. So nu 1 bar, for example, wave number of this first wave is nu 1 bar. So it is equal to, how many number of waves are in 5 centimeter length? So if you count, so this is 1 wave, and this is 2, and this is 3 waves. So how many waves are distributed in 5 centimeters length? 3 waves. Number of waves per unit length. So unit length is here 5 centimeters. So 3 by 5 centimeter inverse. This is the unit. So the next wave. So how many waves are there? Let us count. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 number of waves, 4 by, and unit length is 5, 4 by 5. Nu 2 bar equal to 4 by 5. So nu 3 bar. So for third wave, wave number is, so the number of waves, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So number of waves per unit length 5. 7 by 5 centimeter inverse is the wave number of the third wave. So this is about wave number. So we have seen frequency, wavelength and wave number. These are the measurable properties of electromagnetic radiation. So in these three, which is having more wave number? So nu 3. So this is having more wave numbers. Nu bar 3 is greater than nu bar 2, greater than nu bar 1. So this is about measurable properties of electromagnetic radiation.